A man in his early 40s touched me and I got used to it now. What do I do now? He's an acquaintance and not really attached to the family. It started when I was 13 and still happening when I see him. It used to horrify and torment me, but now I don't really care. It didn't start off too bad, but it got worse and worse. It honestly feels normal for me. I don't like it one bit, but it stopped bothering me. I gave up on resisting and just let it happen. I'm more concerned for his wife and family since they have no idea, but I know that telling them can create huge problems and probably traumatize me further. I wanna tell my parents, but I'm afraid they'll freak out. I'm thinking about forgetting about it and pretending that nothing ever happened and keep the peace while still seeing him, since I would have to tell my parents why I refuse to go. He told me that he likes younger girls too, which is why I want to tell his wife about it too, but she'll likely be in denial and won't believe me. What's the best thing to do here? What would you honestly do? I don't need to read your post, just the headline. You're being sexually abused, in one form or fashion. Or you're being groomed. Realize this is not normal and extremely dangerous. Everyone needs to be freaking out here. Tell your parents right now. Tell as many trusted adults as you need to get the support you deserve. Call the police, tell teachers if they don't help you. It's not okay. He needs to be stopped. I want to tell his wife. Is there any reason why you have to go tell his wife before telling your parents? First step for you is to tell your parents, not his wife. I'm not very knowledgeable about this stuff, but I would try to get some proof so that the guy can't try and say you're lying. Any that touches young children, male or female, is a piece of shit. He deserves to lose his family and go to jail and to have everyone know he is a pedophile. It's so fucked this happened to you, and it's not the least bit your fault, nor is the fallout for him when you tell someone about it. Saw your other comments. It doesn't matter at this point if it was rape or touching, it's sexual abuse. Also, as hard as it will be for his wife and kid, it will be even harder when it comes out later. And trust me, these things always come out eventually. Just make sure he doesn't get the chance to do this to someone else. The difference between a victim and a survivor is that a survivor speaks out. Sorry that this is happening to you, but trust me, you might believe that you no longer care and you're being okay with it, but this will haunt you in future. You might develop mental health issues, physical and psychological post-trauma. It might affect your relationship with other people in the future. It can result in paranoia, distrust, excessive or lack of physical sexual urges, etc. This sick pedophile is ruining your future. He deserves to go to jail and only you can make him pay for consequences. Do not be afraid, please. Tell your parents and go to the police. Tell your parents and report him. This is wrong on so many levels and he needs to be in jail. Babe, you are a child still, this isn't your fault and it's wrong of him, and I'm so sorry you grow up with this monster, but please tell your parents and his wife. They need to know to protect you from more harm and other kids for any harm from him. Tell an adult you trust, your parents, a teacher, a police officer. Tell someone. You need protection. What he's doing is wrong and you've only stopped resisting because you felt it wasn't doing any good. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. You don't deserve this. Let another adult protect you, heart. Document and then go to your parents. He could easily do this to other girls in addition to you. Damn, this one hurt to read. Everyone else has already given great advice. Wish you luck up, you don't deserve this kind of treatment. That's the worst thing you can do. There is no reason on earth for you to keep tolerating that. Try secretly recording a conversation between you and him when you get the chance and tell her parents and let them deal with the situation, but do not let this continue because it's only gonna get worse in ways you might not imagine. Go to the police. Prevention is always better than cure. Don't water the seed you don't want to see as grown plant. Letting related people to the man know is best option because on one hand he's cheating on his wife and on other hand destroying childhood of a teen. To protect others first you need to protect yourself, so take some serious action about it. I wished I told my dad. That is fucked up. You should definitely tell somebody. Does this man have children of his own? If so, they could be afraid to speak out as well if he's doing it to them, so not only for you but speak out. Others, and I am so sorry this has happened to you, you are but a mere child, you shouldn't have to go through that. I think you need to tell your parents. What happened wasn't your fault in any way, and like an earlier comment mentioned, it seems you're dissociating. You do not have to suffer for his bad deeds. If talking is hard, you could show your parents this Reddit post. Let them know beforehand that you would appreciate a calm response as this whole thing is stressing you. Please, the right thing to do is tell someone. There's no reason why you should keep suffering just because he likes children. I'm so sorry you have this happened to you. It's disgusting and unfortunately I went through the same. My advice is to tell your parents or anyone in the family you have a good connection with. Then go tell his wife. I'm almost certain she doesn't know this side from him, and I believe she needs to know cause it's sick. Also, I want to advise you to go to therapy for it. The fact you stating that you don't care anymore sounds like dissociation, and this can really come back to haunt you later in life. He damaged you and he deserves the punishment for it. I can heal well, Purple Heart. You say for his family's sake, but just wanted you to consider this. What if he does this to his daughter as well? He's outright a pedophile. Not sure if you meant he raped you when you said you let it happen, but regardless of if he did or not, he needs to be gone. Tell anyone, especially his wife, but tell your own parents first, and assuming they support you, tell his wife next. And if he did rape you or touch your private areas recently, there will be DNA traces. See the COPD immediately if he touched you or did anything penetrative or sexual recently. Tell everyone. You were and still am a child, and none of this is your fault. You need to tell people because what if he's doing worse to his kids or other little girls? You have a responsibility to help others. Please, no matter what happens, tell your parents. First off, I am so sorry this is happening to you. I was also sexually abused when I was younger, and I did what you are wanting to do, which is forget that it happened. This thing is, you cannot actually forget. It will haunt you for the rest of your life if you try to keep it tucked away. You do not deserve this. I understand not wanting to tell people because you are worried about how they will feel about it. But in your situation, your feelings are the only ones that matter. Do not let a single thought of anyone else's feelings determine what you do to stop this abuse and begin healing. Oh babe. I'm so sorry. The emotional detachment here is not something that you should have been pushed to. What this man is doing to you is wrong. Something similar happened to me when I was about that age. It still sits with me. I eventually told my mom, and she didn't freak out. She was absolutely devastated. But she did not place any blame on me, and it gave me room to start healing with support. I hope you get what you need, and then some, heart. You need to go to police. You need to tell someone you're just becoming numb and it will hurt you in the future. Don't keep it under wraps. His family will go through some hard times too, but if they don't know, then they will think he's the nicest guy. But it's a great mask he already wears, I'm sure. You have to listen to these, and also, you may not be the only one and can save someone else and future child. Anytime you feel like you don't want to talk to your parents means you must talk to your parents about this. What if you aren't the only relative he is doing this to? If you see a 40-year man touching your best friend inappropriately, wouldn't you want it to stop? It hurts your parents more that you are not willing to come to them, and if you care about the uncle's family, wouldn't you want them to solve the problem themselves before he assaults a random teenager who will give him 20 years in the slammer and their kids being branded at school as future kid diddlers? Nice karma farming account. Please tell a trusted adult. You are numbing out the abuse. You don't deserve this and it isn't your fault. Sending lots of good juju to you.